Okay, so turbo tip. Sorry, right here. I don't know how many of you have noticed that we have a little macaw group going. We meet every other Wednesday, but we learn a lot in there that has nothing to do with paper piecing and nothing to do with Judy Niemeyer specifically. And then you do learn stuff and you think, I can apply that to other things I'm doing. For example, I'm doing my paper piecing with Deco-Bob because I don't like extra thread. I piece that way all the time anyway. See, this is one of the pieces we had to create. And you see how you have these little floppy flues? See these little floppy flues? Now, depending on how you feed this through your feed dogs, they could go flop, and I don't know about you, but that irritates the heck out of me when that happens. I will pick it out and redo it. I can't stand it. Now, normally you'd say, well, Becky, just feed it through so it goes in the right direction. Well, I can't always do that with paper piecing. Sometimes I have no choice. And you can't always do that when you're quilting either or piecing a regular quilt, because one might go this way and one might go that way. And it's so irritating. So, in the olden days, I used to stay stitch them. Everybody remember what stay stitching is? If you come from the clothing world, what you would do is you would elongate your stitch a little bit. You'd go just outside your seam allowance and you'd put a little dummy stitch in there to keep everything nice and flat before you sewed. You also do it when you do curves. That's a popular time to use it. Now Becky doesn't do that anymore. The wonder drug. So see how these are going to flippity flop? If I just take my magic little glue pen and I put a dab of glue there and I press it down, I no longer have a flippy flop. Seriously, that's all it takes. And if you get worried about the separate, see, look, it's not flopping. Meh, meh. So I'm going to do the same thing over here, just a little dab. Now, why I like this glue versus my Elmer's glue, which, you know, is still one of my favorite tricks, is this doesn't require me to heat set it. I just take my little finger and I press it like that. It still washes out, and I can still pop it open. It's not as strong as an Elmer's, but I haven't had to heat set anything. I just put a little dab on there, and I'm good to go. So we're using this in the paper piecing class, but to be honest with you, it comes in handy on regular piecing as well. Turbo tip. Come in and buy some glue.